Wolf Warrior 2 is a 2017 Chinese action blockbuster starring the well-known Wu Jing, also known as Jackie Wu, if you're a Hong Kong action movie fan from the 2010s. He starred, wrote, directed and produced this movie, the follow-up to the rather average 2015 film. I've covered this movie once before, and while I enjoyed it, I didn't think it was the best. But then I re-watched it and completely fell in love with its craziness. And I am the crazy movie guy, right? Hi, I'm the Artie Dans, and we're going to explore 5 awesome things about Wolf Warrior 2. And be warned, there are some spoilers. Back in 2017 when this movie was released, the top movie in China was the 2016 Stephen Chow comedy The Mermaid, which, is a cute film and all, with a modest 3.39 billion RMB. Nothing to sneeze at. But then Wu Jing's Long Feng returned to the silver screen and obliterated that total. Currently sitting atop the charts with an incredible 5.69 billion RMB, it set record after record. Highest opening day total, quickest movie to hit the 2, 3, 4 and 5 billion RMB thresholds, although to be fair, it was also the first movie to hit the 4 and 5 billion RMB mark. Not only that, this movie was an international hit, selling out tickets in Malaysia and even Australia. It's available to buy on Blu-ray from Wellgo and can be found on a variety of streaming platforms around the world. This is an incredible feat for a Chinese film, which up until this point haven't been well received in international markets unless the director was one of the big names. In the grand list of all-time worldwide movies, it sits at around 72 according to Box Office Mojo, soundly dwarfed by American mega hits Avatar, Avengers Endgame and the Titanic. However, it is the highest non-English speaking film on the list, and considering the cost of movie tickets in China are about a third of what the US audiences pay, it could have been a lot higher. When most people think of Rambo, they don't think of the 1982 movie, which coincidentally is called First Blood and not Rambo, but they think more of the sequels where he goes on special missions in Vietnam and Afghanistan. Because even to me, Rambo is an awesome muscly guy shooting down a helicopter with a bow and arrow. While China has never been shy in creating action films, movies like Rambo were not their forte. And even after the release of the first Wolf Warrior, China still hadn't figured out how to replicate that formula. While Wu Jing clearly went back to the drawing board, no doubt influenced by the political environment at the time, which is best left for a more serious political channel to discuss. But in 2017, China was looking for a hero, and Wu Jing's Long Feng stepped up to the plate to hit a home run, or as we say in Australia, he came to the wicket and smashed it for 6. Long Feng has more lives than a cat, more tricks than a magician, and better healing abilities than your most popular video game character. And China loved him for it. The opening third of this movie is nothing short of over-the-top yet glorious ridiculousness. Honestly, if you love action movies but have never seen this, what are you waiting for? It opens up with 2 dinghy boats full of pirates trying to board a container ship, but oh shit, Long Feng is on board. In one of the most over-the-top camera shots I've ever seen in an action film, Long Feng has a running start and then launches himself off the side of the ship into the water, where he dives under the dinghy boat to capsize it. It's an incredible shot that appears to be one take, but is cleverly created using some well-disguised CGI. Check out the making of video in the end credits for an insight about how that shot was created. But then no more than 20 minutes later, an even more ridiculously over-the-top action scene occurs, as the rebel forces wage their war on the made-up African country this movie is based in. A small army starts a fight in the town where Long Feng is doing some business. In the ensuing fight-out, which is very one-sided in the rebels' favour and very cruel, with depictions of them mowing down dozens of innocent bystanders, there's a scene where a rebel is about to launch a rocket at Long Feng and his group. But not to fear, as quick-thinking Feng sees the skeleton of a mattress and quickly grabs it, holding it up as a shield to protect the group. The rocket gets caught in the springs as we see it fizzing close to his face. His next instinct is to toss the mattress into a parked car, causing an explosion. It's stuff like that that just makes me love action movies like this. But that wasn't the most ridiculous shot of the whole movie. In fact, that occurs towards the end with the final battle between Long and a handful of soldiers at the factory, and Big Daddy's rebel army, played by American actor Frank Grillo from The Purge, or Captain America Civil War if you watch Well Go USA's trailer. Lang Feng has managed to commandeer a tank, and alongside bratty boy Zhou Yifan and ex-soldier He Jianguo, played by the awesome Wu Jing, they hunt down the rebels in their tanks, pulling off a series of maneuvers that I would have thought would have been tricky enough to do in a rally car, let alone a tank. Ever seen a tank drift the corner? No? Well, watch Wolf Warrior 2. Not only that, but some of the defensive driving Feng does in the tank will have you in stitches. Ridiculous? Yes. Over the top? Absolutely. Entertaining? All the way.
You just killed Dr. Chen!
You just killed Dr. Chen, says the big burly Russian character who's clearly a piss take on Zangief from Street Fighter, right? You've just got to laugh at some of the English dialogue and its delivery in this film. Now, I don't expect Chinese actors to be fluent in English for a movie that's made for Chinese audiences, so their mistakes in delivery I can forgive. But the other characters? With the exception of Frank Grillo and most of his other rebel soldiers, it's our Russian friend who delivers the most entertainment here. The character of Bear, played by Ukrainian monster Oleg Prudius, definitely provides most of the comic relief needed in this film, even if it was purely unintentional. Now, you may know who Oleg is. He fought in the WWE and has training in kickboxing, judo and mixed martial arts, so he's definitely not someone that I would be providing feedback to on his performance in this film. But Oleg, if you're watching this, I love you, mate. Friends? Oh, and one more thing. The movie implies that a simple blood injection from one person to another is good enough to cure a deadly disease in a matter of minutes. I'm not going to debate the movie on the validity of its action scenes, but I think I might have a case to argue against its depiction of science. Thanks for watching my 5 awesome things about Wolf Warrior 2 video. If you enjoyed this, please leave me a like and consider subscribing, and leave me a comment if there are movies you want me to look at and find awesome things about. Otherwise, we'll see you soon.